Well, they're the dynamic duo behind the hugely popular Toni and Ryan podcast. And with 3 million loyal listeners every month, it's no wonder they've formed an international fan base.
Well, now the cheeky pair have found themselves in the spotlight once again thanks to a hilarious stunt at the MCG, where they convinced thousands of fans to turn up dressed as Toni for day 3 of the Ashes.
And Toni Lodge and Ryan John join us live from Melbourne. Can you? Oh my! I've got my. Hang on.
You're not dressing up as me like that, are you? Wow.
Sorry, I had to tuck myself in there a little bit. Sorry about that. Look, we're just like you.
You look great.
That is amazing.
And so this was a bay of Toni's. Tell us about it. It was a takeover of the cricket ground. Where'd the idea come from? How many Toni's actually turned up?
I went to book 2 tickets to the cricket for Toni and myself and accidentally booked 2 bays. So that turns out to be 1,496 seats. And pretty much all of those got taken, as you'll see here. It got pretty fun, but it was pretty hot. And we've still got our clothes on, and I don't know about you, Toni, but I can smell the 1,496 type of sweat on my jacket from all the hugs and selfies we did together.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you've heard of kick-ons, but we did crick-ons, and we actually haven't been to bed yet. So we're still going hard from day 3 of the Women's Ashes.
Hey, Toni, you were among this sea of stripes. Was it a bit odd seeing so many people dressed like you?
I mean, even this is a bit of a spin out, to be honest. Yeah, it's crazy. And I didn't know whether to be flattered or offended that everyone said, oh, I had to go and buy something for this outfit. I was like, oh, I thought this is what everyone was wearing. So it turns out I'm not as fashionable as I thought.
Is it true? What, your hair even took a hit for the cause?
It's actually still there. I cut in a micro fringe.
I love Toni Lodge.
Yeah.
And so Ryan's shaved up to about here.
Yeah.
And then there's a micro fringe there. And what a good best friend.
Well, I was actually going to get it cut yesterday, but my wife said, after spending the whole day Saturday drinking at the cricket, I'm pretty sure it's your turn with our daughter on Sunday. So I've still got it.
Mate, you need to put your hat back on urgently.
Yes.
Toni, last time you joined us, you're about to jet off to this sort of secret location to celebrate the podcast's 3rd birthday. How successful, how good was that party?
It was amazing. I mean, you guys let us give a clue on your show, which was so great. And people found us. We could not believe that we flew all the way around the world and that many people actually found where we were. We had lines up at the pub of people. Yep. And we thought, you know, we could not believe that many people would turn up for us. It was just amazing.
In London with 24 hours notice is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and believe it or not, the people in London weren't very familiar with the morning show.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that. You guys should probably have a chat with your broadcast people.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it wasn't just fans from the UK. You were joined by you call them tarpers, so Toni and Ryan podcasters, right? They were from France, Denmark, the USA as well?
Yeah, people flew from all around the world for the party in London, and so it's pretty scary because when they come and say hi, they just take a photo and we go, you travelled a long way and we're not really doing anything. So we feel a bit nervous about that. And even on the weekend for the cricket, we had people drive 5 or 6 hours from Wagga, people drove from Mount Gambier in South Australia, and a few flew from Perth and Hobart. So it's the fact that people that listen to our show are so willing to dress up like an idiot, get involved and travel to be part of it. It's pretty cool.
Okay, now, Ryan, speaking of popularity, you actually won the Listener's Choice at the Australian Podcast Awards. Well done. Was that a shock?
Thank you. Yeah, because we work out of like a little warehouse that we're not a part of any network anymore. So a lot of the big podcasts are with a big radio company or a big podcast provider, but it's still just the 2 of us. And it's sort of pretty strange that the 2 of us just doing our own thing. We recorded today's episode on Toni's couch because we were too tired from the cricket. So it feels very informal and casual. And the fact that so many people still get around us and join in the fun, it's, I don't know. It's a strange moment. We are trying not to think about it too much.
Congrats on all the fun you're having. Thanks for joining us. The interview was great, except Kylie having to tuck herself in. But apart from that, we were fine.
Yeah, that's good.
And we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks. I couldn't get into this.
Yeah. Suits you.